Salutations to her who is the giver of auspiciousness. Salutations to her who is the abode of all good qualities. My mom was a volunteer president for the SPCA. My dad was an executive for Getty Oil. He was had an MBA from Harvard, and they all expected, me to kind of follow suit and become an entrepreneur. Okay, Mama. This is home. This is Dad. This is Mom. They were both orphans, and I rescued them. And then Junior's under here. This is his favorite spot. June, say hi, Junior.
I don't actually remember when I first found out that I was conceived through a sperm donor because I just sort of always knew. I guess probably the first time I was told was when, I asked about where do babies come from, or maybe who's my dad. I had no idea who he was for a really long time. I didn't even know the information that my mom had been given about him. I asked my mom more about him, and she gave me the file that she had been given by the California Cryobank. His height, weight, just all about his history.
In your own words, describe your personality and character. I'm happy and happy-go-lucky. My deepest aspiration in this life is spiritual. Very romantic and caring for my mate. I take almost nothing too seriously. Very playful. I find it important to work for myself. I love to travel. I find great happiness in sharing and giving to others.
Hey, you're looking good. I donated 2 to 3 times a week and made about $300 to $400 a month, which was enough to pay my rent. I have a few different income streams. $10 to crack somebody's back, all the way up to a regular massage. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Bingo.
Whoa, no problem.
Okay. This is, at the moment, this is storage up here, but this is a big double bed. This is the bathroom, which I'm using for storage. This is a big space, big dog space under here. I cook right here. I just use one burner. And I just bring my own water in. And I just use public restrooms.
These are just my roommates and my cat. This is my room, and one of my roommates, Taylor. And I can show you some pictures of when I met some of my half-siblings. I've met 5 of them. There are 11 that are known about, but that's completely unofficial because there could be lots more.
Income tax and put in a flat 15% tax. They banned labor unions. They did away with the idea of illegal immigration by saying any corporation can bring in anybody from outside the country to work for any wage. They did away with minimum wage laws. They did away with socialized medicine. They did away with public education. They privatized the universities. They stopped all the welfare programs.
I first was in the coffee shop, got the New York Times, the front page. So I saw Bush in China on the front. And then I turned it over, and I read, "Hello, you're my sister. Our father is donor 150. I choked on my coffee. I like put it down. Like I really am awake. Yes, I'm sitting here. This is the New York Times. I looked at it again. Just reassessed, and I thought, well, there are other sperm banks, so it's probably not the California Cryobank. So I started reading it. It said, like most anonymous sperm donors, donor 150 of the California Cryobank. That's me. Holy.
He had been trying to figure out how to contact us for like a year, but hadn't figured out exactly the right way to do it. The bank had sort of turned down all his attempts, even when, you know, some of us were over 18. But eventually he found the donor sibling registry, and, you know, he worked up the nerve to finally post, because I'm sure it was intimidating. There are a lot of us on there.
I'm on the donor sibling registry, which is the website that was created by Wendy Kramer 4 years ago so that her 12-year-old son could try to find his donor father. Okay, and so women and children and donors are all meeting each other voluntarily through this website. And when I went on, I was thinking there's 2 girls looking for me, and when I look on under my donor number, I see there's 7 different entities looking for me. Three girls, and then 4 groups of parents. And I thought, well, how can I contact them all? There's just too many. So I decided I was gonna, after reading emails and studying this donor sibling registry for over a month, I decided for Valentine's Day, I would come forward and send an email to these girls.
There was always a part of me, I think like every adopted kid, that hopes that, you know, they're really a princess of some far off land, and someday like their biological parents are gonna come in and, you know, whatever. But that was like that's not like something I really thought about. Like in real life, I just, you know, knew that he was probably just a regular guy, like, you know, just the same way that I have friends now in college who are sperm donors. And who knows what they're going to be like later in life.
I think, you know, the parents of all these children pretty much have are giving them their start in life and their education, and they're kind of moving along in a path. I think they will see my lifestyle and probably question, do I really have to do some things, or is there a possibility I could live my life with a little more free time, maybe? But they'll probably think, see my dogs and think, wow, can I at least have to find a job where I can bring my dogs to work. Hit them left. Or try to hit them with them. Bad car. That car, try to hit him. Try to hit him. Uh-oh. My parents are very established and well-to-do, so at any time in my life that they saw I wasn't having like a regular job and, you know, a really nice place to live, they would be, you know, kind of apprehensive. They wanted a little stability, and I'm kind of a free spirit. I get bored quickly. I'm a Sagittarius. And so I just felt I was just kind of following my inner calling, moving along, And while I was donating, I was always thinking it's kind of odd that to the world's eyes I'm unsuccessful, but to biology I'm really doing well.
If we could pass on a message to the recipients of your semen, what would that message be? This earthly life is transitory, and the joys of this world are ephemeral, short-lived. Everyone wants to be happy, but look beyond the surface of this life to find a deeper experience of happiness which doesn't die when your body does.
Well, child, I will come. And here is my victory march. Still out of tune somehow. Embarrassed. Let me see.
Don't be embarrassed.
No,
What should I play? I mean,
What was that song you were playing with the harmonica? You were just kind of singing it,
Yeah, that
just
was
tweeting the tune. Sounds great.